The blood of Christ has brought Gentiles who were once far off near to God. From the perspective of the Jews, it might have seemed as if their efforts were in vain, as they endured many hardships while carrying out the mission entrusted to them by God over the last 1,500 years. However, God's promise to their forefather, Abraham, was that all nations would be blessed through them. In order to fulfill God's will, the Jews needed to set aside all their own merits and reconcile with Gentiles in Christ. God's desire, which brought joy to his heart, was for Jews and Gentiles to reconcile and move closer to God. The various conflicts in humanity, exemplified by the disputes between Jews and Gentiles, still persist today. While peace is occasionally discussed, it is often a temporary phenomenon resulting from a balance of power, rather than a fundamental peace. True peace can only be found where Christ is the master, as he is the only one who has broken down the wall of sin, which is the root cause of destroying peace. Jesus does not merely introduce the concept of peace, he is peace himself. Therefore, only those who dwell in him can truly fulfill peace. The Lord has abolished in his flesh the enmity, which is to say, the law of commandments contained in ordinances. This means that he paid the price of sin demanded by the law, not abolishing the ethics of the law itself. By breaking down the barrier that blocked the path to peace through his sacrifice, the Lord made it possible for us to move towards the path of peace by relying on his grace. He did not obstruct the path. Rather, the Lord said that not one jot or one tittle would pass from the law until all is fulfilled. Additionally, he emphasized that we should love one another to fulfill the requirements of the law. If we truly love God, we should abandon the attitude of disregarding or bearing enmity towards others. When we love one another in Christ, God will recognize us as those who break away from sin. Those who have broken away from sin strive to overcome selfishness. The strength of those who judge everything from a self-centered perspective and scheme cannot bring about peace. If we have genuinely received forgiveness, we will endeavor to overcome the desire of the flesh to obey the Lord's commandment, love one another. The work that we as the church should undertake is to manifest God's nature in his beautiful ministry. He genuinely desires all peoples of the world to be happy from the very beginning. God did not approach us with mere abstract thoughts or theories. Every achievement by the Son of God in the flesh becomes grace for us. Who can claim that such works are not spiritual? This holds true even today. Spiritual work does not mean conceptual matters. We have a responsibility to demonstrate the love of God in deed and in truth, not just in words or tongue. Let us abandon our selfishness and become a church that achieves reconciliation through the merits of the Lord. Let the entire church unite as one and shine God's light upon the world.